Hi folks, and welcome back. Going to be starting a new project here in March, and here's going to be my little introduction. So myself and a buddy of mine, Julian, who you see on the Wednesday live streams, are going to be doing a little group buddy build, and we're both going to be building Abrams tanks here. This is the Dragon kit from '08. This is an M1A1, and we're going to start doing this here in the first week of March, and we'll plan to have them done by the time of our Gateway IPMS show in September. So plenty of time, ample time, even with a couple trips I have planned this year to build a 1/35 scale tank. So what we want to do here this afternoon, this is the afternoon of the 1st, is just take you through this kit real quick and show you a couple photographs of the inspiration, the direction I'm going to take this. So here you can see, I got this secondhand. This is an A1 AIM, which of course has the 120mm smoothbore gun. I've done some things to this. So here we can see, I don't have the sprockets, I'll tell you why in a minute. Here's the road wheels. Zoom you in there, you can see the detail for you. It's a Dragon 1/35 scale kit, you know, they're known for their nice detail, their complexity, and you know, that 2005 to 2010-ish era was like, you know, the golden age for Dragon. Here are the extra bits here. You can see the caliber 50. I'll just take it out of the sleeve. Various frets of photo etch there. The decals. And the clear parts. And you also have the infrared panels that you saw in Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2003. So here we get to the main kit. Now this kit has been said to still have the best non-skid of any Abrams. And I've got another Abrams, and it's definitely better than the other one I've got. Let's see, open engine deck there. This is tree in. Various different things. Gun mantlet. Bore evacuator there. Plastic tow cables. This comes with metal tow cables. Here is, it's got a metal gun barrel. Comes in the kit and a recoil gimmick. Zoom you out here. Turret, again, excellent non-skid. Alright, so now we're getting into more fiddly bits here. Your bustle racks, which came out on the IP. little just bits and pieces. Here's your bathtub style hull. You can see the torsion bar plate details there. Drive sprocket differential cover. Man, lost for words today. Of course, nothing inside, no interior for this or anything. Cupola blowout panels, other hatches, wind sensor, antenna. Probably will just fabricate my own antenna, truth be told. Looks like various things, driver's hatch, radiator, armored shutters for the back, etc. And then smoke dischargers, jerry cans, that tow bar that you saw post 2003 all the time, IR panels. Yeah, this is just accessories pretty much. And now we get to the book. So typical Dragon piece of paper. They must have had a run on blue ink, because that's apparently what they always use. Don't have very much experience with Dragon, but a lot of people swear by them. Here it tells you the difference between the HCs, the Ds, the AIMs. The D's an incremental upgrade. The HCs and the AIMs are only differentiated by either new builds or rebuilds. Not very relevant to me because I'm not using any of these marking schemes. And I won't be using any of the decals in the kit. With that being said, let me show you what I plan to do with this kit. Okay, so here's a picture. This picture is from 1989. And this shows the first Marine Corps Abrams undergoing testing. It was an Army tank that the Marine Corps took charge of, tested it, and then they ordered their batch from General Dynamics, and they would get those around 91. And I saw this just organically on the internet, and the first thing that strikes me, of course, is the three-tone camouflage. Because, you know, the Marine Corps tanks were, I think they were tan for their entire service life. Of course, they're out of service now. I'm not very sure on that. And of course, you know, an Abrams waiting. A lot of people don't know it can. Yeah, an Abrams will float. So, pretty cool. So then I went into the National Archives and I found this picture. So this is the same tank. And this is the tank that I plan on building with the kit. So I've got a resin wading trunk and exhaust trunk set. And the reason I don't have the tracks or the sprockets is because this tank has the early style T156 chevron tracks. So I've got a set of those with sprockets on order. And here you can see where the details, these couplings for the intake trunks stand out. They're bright silver, so that'll be a good job for a little metallizer. Of course, the chipping up here on this exhaust trunk, this thing is flat black, and then you have this bright silver coupler here. Of course, all the chipping on the running gear and the track connector pins. And then, as far as I know, there's no markings at all on this tank. So I won't be using any of the unit or divisional markings. Probably will use the like stencils, like the lift here stencils, stuff like that. But in the two photographs I had to go to the National Archives to find this one. There's no visible markings, so pretty simple. Of course, no mounted machine guns. The mounts are still there, but the guns aren't. And then if we go back to the other photograph, you can see this this antenna with a ball on top. So I'll figure out a way to make that interesting. In here, they left the gunner's side open during this exercise for whatever reason. But yeah, that's what I plan to do with this. Of course, I've got this just in my personal collection now. And yeah, so that being said, go ahead and through the description, there's going to be a link there for Julian's channel. Got a YouTube channel. We need to get him up some viewers, and he needs to get himself a content library going. And looking forward to this, finishing up the Super Bird here, and going to start this up here in the first week of March. I'll have some time to work on it because I got spring break next week, so that'll be fun. And yeah, haven't got the tracks or the sprockets yet, but I can start building the tank without them. So gonna leave the skirts off anyway for painting, so it won't be a problem. So I want to thank you for watching. As always, go check out the link in the description. Of course, I always do call outs for my buddies on here on YouTube. So if you haven't checked any of them out, I'm sure most of you have. Pay them a visit too. So thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful week, wonderful day, and we shall see you soon. Hopefully weekly updates on this, actually. And in the chance that there's an off week, I have a tutorial for something that I need to put out. So you might expect that soon. All right. Take care and have a good one.